Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AFR's Tier 2 race at Russia, Sochi. My name is Bandcamp, and joining me tonight is Jacob Meister.
G'day everyone, and while we're waiting for everybody to come out and start the qualifying session, Ali is currently leading the points championship on 231 points after getting second place at Singapore last weekend. Good stuff. Big Al taking the win, obviously. And Matt is just 2 points behind him on 229 after finishing fifth. And this championship is just far from being decided. The leaders keep changing around, but it's still those two Red Bulls at the very top of the champs. Interesting to see how it plays out here at Russia. As I hear cars revving up now.
Yep. Hopefully, it's an exciting race. Looked like the Tier 1 was pretty exciting as we see a a Alfa Romeo coming out. There's a Williams in front.
I've got a Toro Rosso in front here.
I'm not too sure who's coming out in front. There we go. Big Al?
No, the Toro Rosso. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit back the street. Hang on a second, what are you saying? All good though. Everybody's still coming out for their out laps. No big deal. So, in one interesting stat I want to point out, just as the cars come around to start their flying laps pretty soon, is that both of the lead drivers in the championship, Matt and Ali, have not retired at all this season. And Ali has finished in the top four for the past 11 weeks. It's been insane how reliable these Red Bulls have been going. So hopefully they can keep that streak up here. And I just saw a bit of lag on Big Al. Did he just jump behind Psycho there?
I believe he did. Yeah, he's jumping around a fair bit. So we'll
just
jump up with Psycho, the lead car at the moment.
Russia, very easy to invalidate around here. It's important to get a good clean lap in. You have to throw the car into a lot of these turns, and as such, just being a little bit early and taking too much curb will invalidate your lap. So drivers have to be really careful around here, because you want to go quick, but you got to keep it within the grey stuff here.
Yep, that's right. Psycho comes into the last couple of corners to start his flying lap.
And the lap really starts at that last corner, making sure you get a good exit there onto this main straight. You can lose so much time by getting a bad exit.
Now, that's technically turn 1, is that correct?
That is technically turn 1, I believe.
And now we're coming down into turn 2.
I didn't actually check, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Guess it does technically count though, but now for the sweeping left-hander here. Look pretty good going into turn 2. It's very easy to take too much of the inside curb on the right or the left. And again, there on that right-hander. You can go wide on a lot of these turns and not invalidate as well. Revving up in 6 as he comes through this right-hander.
And the wheels come off. That is him out of qualifying.
Oh, he's off the racing line at least, but
Oh dear.
And he just sort of mounted that curb, didn't he?
He did.
Wow. I don't think I've seen anybody lose it like that on that turn, but I guess it can happen.
So now Matt will be the first one to set a time.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Easy to lose it there. Seen a few people lose traction on that curving on the exit there. I think Matt actually lost it in that. Matt's already lost it in that same spot.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yes.
I was right behind him when it happened. As Matt gets a little bit tail happy.
I was getting confused. Which Matt? Oh, Matt. Last couple of turns now for Matt Cadabry. On the soft tyre, he will post a 1:32 flat. Decent time, yeah. Got a Haas coming across next. That'll be Farmadingo. 38.5 and a Kuno for 35.2 on the medium tyre. Zurdix for 35.7. And Hobbsy with a 33.9. Everybody just getting their eye in on this first lap around here with 12 minutes to go here in Russia.
CK80 out on the mediums.
It's Skins with a 32-1. I'm just messing with all these numbers. And Ali with a 32-7. Surplus 33-8. Sim Dog with a 34-4 in the mediums. CK with a 34-7 on the mediums, of course. Some people still running laps out here, though.
Keeper coming to the end of his lap on the soft tyre.
Oh, struggle to get the car turned in there, but a 34-3 for him. Puts him in 6th place currently.
So I believe Red Panda must have invalidated. Same with Saxa. And Combat Rat and Big Owl currently on outlaps.
This Red Panda coming into the 3rd sector now. One of the McLarens going a little bit wide coming onto the DRS straight in sector 2. Setting cars through, I suppose. So Red Panda coming across this last turn now. For 33-3 on the medium tyre. It's a pretty decent lap for the mediums.
Yeah, not bad at all.
You should expect all of the drivers to end up qualifying on the softs, though. So some decent laps to start us off here, actually. 32s, that's pretty much tier 1 midfield, maybe towards the back a little, but still, that's pretty good pace. Just wondering if they'll dip into the 31s as most of the drivers have come in, put on another fresh set of softs and going out for their second run pretty soon.
Well, I mean, they're already 32-0, so I imagine they will. As Saxon comes across the line with a 35.1 on the medium tyre.
Yeah, track evolution definitely will play a part here.
Big Owl both on laps. Combat's in front on the medium.
And they're right-handed, really want to approach that wide and sort of just take the straightest line possible through their turn. Same for these next two wee kinks here as well. Just keep as much speed as possible and then down to third for this, coming onto the DRS straight here and to overtake on the ERS as well. DRS open. And a very tricky left-hander, especially if you're on controller. It's a pain managing ERS and having to turn at the same time. I know I had that problem practicing this week, but not too bad once you get the hang of it. And now for the last few turns here, these right angle turns especially. Elevation changes making it a little bit weird to sort of navigate cleanly. Very easy to sort of get the car loose on the rear end. But he's held that pretty well.
Through there as well.
Yeah, he did. Looked very clean though. 33.9 for combat.
Big Owl into second place with a 32.1.
Yeah, good laps in. Bit of support for Ali in the chat. Well, he's currently leading the championships. He's only got a 32.7 right now, but should improve. It's been so consistent this season. It's been good.
Currently on an outlap as we see here. I don't think we have anyone else. We have CK80 also on outlaps.
I believe Matt has started a lap just now.
Yes.
Very hard again. If you run too far,
going slow. I'm not sure.
I mean, he was off the racing line, but that's not where you want to be anyway. I know some drivers
had a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah, I know some drivers, myself included, would probably take a little bit of curb for that left-hander sometimes, so it's pretty scary, but hasn't affected Matt's lap though, which is good.
Hello, Big 76 Elf from Denmark. Hope you're enjoying. And Gus Rules, 3-month subscription.
Oh, you're real, Gus, hell yeah. Matt coming down the DRS straight right now, looking like a decent lap. Getting up to 335 as he breaks hard for this right-hander. Bagal's having some connection issues, it looks like.
Yeah.
Sort of dropping it. Not what we want to see, but at least he has a decent lap. And Keeper's spun around.
Keeper.
Hasn't retired though, so that's good. I mean, if you're going to have a crash, it's around there, I suppose. As Matt sets a 1:31.7. There we go.
Into the 31s. But that is a solid time. I didn't get into the 31s, I don't think.
Oh, that's all. That was probably right around what I said, I think, actually. And I qualified 10th. So.
Yeah, I was similar time to what Big Al and Skins have done, and I was 16th, so, you know.
Oh.
And there was not much in qualifying in Tier 1, so you can see these guys definitely pushing for that promotion up into Tier 1.
It's very tight. Very tight in Tier 1 this time around. And these top two getting promoted, so that's Matt and Ellie currently. And
no, Chris, sorry, this is not iRacing. This is the Codemasters F1 2019 game.
we got Jez in the chat. Good luck indeed to everybody racing as well. Jez, a reserve driver, I believe, in Tier 2. Is that the same Jez? It probably is, I'm not sure.
I believe it is.
I kind of jumped to conclusions there, but thankfully I was correct, and we have 6 minutes left in this session right now. Any changes? Looks like Kunai's done a 33-1. It's Reno about to cross the line.
Comes into the pits. Late decision there.
Oh yeah, he did just invalidate, it looks like.
Simdogger.
Oh
coming
yes.
to the end of his flying lap.
It's 1 second up currently. Big gains here. 32-1. Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Up into 3rd place.
1,000th away from Big Al. It is going to be that tight.
Tier 2 team really needing some points after a bit of an unstable driver lineup. Hopefully Hobbsy and Simdogger can help the Tier 1 guys in the combined Constructors Championship. Not that I'm biased or anything. But,
no, definitely not. Tier 1 Renault driver, not biased at all. Just got somebody in the chat asking the current standings. So currently we have Ali in the lead in the points race, and then Matt's in second, not far off, 2 points behind. You have to go down about 50 points to Skins in 3rd place, and then Big Al 5 points behind him, and Red Al in 5th with 5 points behind him as well. So those are the drivers to watch. Ali and Matt, Skins, Big Al, and Red Panda. That front field can be pretty tight at times, especially around Russia.
trying to look at who to watch. Skins currently on a lap. Just started actually, coming into technically turn 2.
Yes, strong showing in Singapore, getting 3rd place after it all at the end. Some funny business with penalties, but still got a podium out of it. He's keeping an overtake through this part of the track here. That's pretty interesting. And I've seen some interesting ERS strategies from Racing Point in general in Tier 2. Maybe it's just something I haven't caught on to, but...
He's coming up to some traffic now. Oh, he's got widen into the wall. Oh.
That didn't look purposeful. That looked... I don't know what happened there, but he just kept it straight.
Yeah. Don't
Did
know
he
what happened.
Did he accidentally tab out, or did something happen with his wheel? That's really weird. I know he's had technical issues over the past few weeks, but that's really weird. 2 minutes 50.
So we've got down to Surplus, who's currently on a lap, as he's currently half a second up on his current best. one of
Skins
the new
main.
drivers to Tier 2.
Yes, it's good to see new drivers, new faces entering even late into the championship like Surplus and Skins. Hopefully should have time to dick into the pits if he's got a spare set of softs and just try to get another lap in. Anyway, Surplus last corner now. He's made some good ground on his last time. It's a 33-1. He's up into 7th just behind his teammate Gunai. Yep, full damage, strict corner cutting. That's exactly right.
Red Panda on a lap.
Oh, I think he's backed out.
Yeah, he has.
May have just taken one part slowly. Really does need to be a good lap around here. Easy to lose time for sure as well.
I don't see anyone else currently on a lap, other than Matt, the current pole sitter. I think he may have.
Yeah, he has as well. So the next one will be a Toro Rosso, or who's probably about to pit. Oh no, he's just about to finish at Zudix. And he improves for 134.6.
He's done a few laps on those softs, 3 laps. So
Take any improvement, I suppose. May have thought that he didn't have time to pit again. But yes, that's not ideal, that's for sure. Especially starting on those tyres. Yes.
CK80 just started his lap.
CK80, he's been pretty regularly into the 9th and 10th, just getting little points here and there. It's good to see him showing up in the points though.
Yeah.
He's been sticking with it, just grinding it out, and it's been good to see. Coming to the end of Sector 1 here. This looks a pretty good Sector 1. Oh, it's showing out late for me, so...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's on a lap. I think that's just a bug. But...
Red Panda leaves the session.
Everybody finishing up their laps. I just saw the 2 Renaults just start their laps. CK80 keeping it an overtake. Oh, hot lap, sorry. Coming into the last corner. I'm not sure if he's on an out lap or not. He hasn't used that much ERS, so. He must be on an out lap then, I'm not sure, but. Stick with him anyway, just in case. People are finishing, so he must be on a lap. See a bit of movement. I think that was Saxa, maybe that set a lap. I'm not entirely sure who moved there. Oh no, so we.
Across the line, so I'm not
No,
so sure.
we're decent. We're decent.
That's always fun.
So Red Panda's finished because he's out of the session. Or at least
He
it's
has rejoined though.
Okay, right.
I believe Kunai has finished.
Sudix and Thumbin.
Skins currently on a lap.
Let's top up with him. Around the same time for Sector 1 so far. So one of the Red Bulls crossed the line. That's Ali. He didn't improve. Still on a 132 flat. The 2 Renault's going to cross the line now. Simdoggle for 31.7 and Hobbsy for 32.5. So Simdoggle up into 2nd and Hobbsy up to 6th. Good laps from both of them.
So the Renault able to split those Red Bulls.
Pretty good lap and not far off Matt at all. I'm pretty proud of that.
What can
keep
Skins
it.
do though? Can he get himself in amongst it as Combat Rat puts himself into 3rd, pushing Ali down?
Good lap there into the 31s. Next will be Saxa across the line, just in front of Skins. Don't think Saxa will improve. Nope, he doesn't. And Skins with the 131.9 now as well. He's joining the club. Why not? And CK80 with a 133 flat does improve up into 9th. So all that's left is Kunai.
But I don't believe he's on a lap.
No, he's just taking some advanced racing lines. Don't think he realises he's the last one, but that is the end of qualifying.
It is. So Matt taking pole with a 131.766. Just behind him, Sim Dogger, 131.790.
Pretty tight at the top. That's some good laps there from all of them, really.
Then we have Skins in third place, just off the pace there a little bit, followed by Combat, Ali, Big Al, Hobbsy, Kunai, CK80 and Surplus rounding out the top 10. So Red Panda, Saxa, Keeper, Zudix, Farmer Dingo and Psycho will all have a free choice of tyre selection for the race. So it'll be interesting to see what they pick.
Yes, the top 10 all starting on the tyres they qualify with. Zudix qualified on a 3-lap-old soft, so he'll be thankful that he can choose tyres from now. But and Red Panda not able to get another lap in, I guess, after leaving the session. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a crash or something.
Revo asking if I can turn the telemetry on. Yeah, I can. I was just seeing if people would notice. Yeah, I can turn that back on.
Well, nothing gets past Sharp Revo as we wait for everybody to sort out their strategies and grid up for this formation lap into the race. And Simdogger, that was a really impressive lap. Like, he's proving that he's got the pace of the top guys in Tier 2 here. It's good to see.
Yeah.
These two Red Bulls have been really dominating, and I know that Skins and Big Al and all that have been sort of fighting for podium spots as well, but it's good to see more people sort of get into the top fight here. It's really good to see.
Yeah, definitely.
How many will make it out of Turn 2 and 3? Hopefully all of them, you know?
Yeah.
I hope.
Don't wish bad luck on anybody. I mean, of course, it provides good entertainment. Just look at the 2010 clip from Friday.
Oh, that was madness. The Tier 1 race around here was relatively clean, so hopefully the Tier 2 guys can keep it the same way. Well, as always, entertainment's always good, but as we have people readying up now.
Yes, we do. So it won't be long now. It's looking pretty overcast, I must say.
Oh, yes, it is dry, isn't it?
I'm just going to see if I have a weather update. I don't believe I have a weather update, so I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not.
Drivers rounding around now, starting the formation lap. The 2 racing points in 3rd and 4th. Didn't catch that. Him and Simdogger splitting the Red Bulls, 1st and 5th respectively. They have to go down to 6th to find Big Al, and then Hobbsy, Kunai, CK80 in the top 10, and Surplus. Red Panda choosing to start on the soft tyre. Saxon and Keeper both going for mediums, and Surdix, Farmadingo, and Psycho all choosing the softs. Pretty interesting. I don't think we had too many people choosing the mediums in Tier 1 either.
No.
Staying in that DRS train, staying with the rest of the pack is kind of vital around here. The train is very real. Ferrari's on 6 for 0, yes, sad to see. But Red Panda, he will definitely climb up a few spots. And Saxa, he can get some solid points as well, so expect them to climb up throughout the race.
And it is a long race as well, so
27 laps indeed. And the longer one's on the calendar for 50% anyway. Hashtag pray for rain. That would be interesting, to be honest. Felt like we couldn't avoid it in the first part of the season. Like, honestly, always dry and then a bit of rain at the end. Mix things up.
I mean, if it's going to rain, it'll start raining just as the safety car comes out. So then you're like, well, what do I do? And if you for wets or inters, it's not always guaranteed to be wet when the safety car comes in. So
also, you need to turn. Have to see here. Apparently, you need to turn yourself up as well, Ben.
I need to turn myself up as well. How about that? Is that better?
Alright, everybody gritting up now for the start of this race.
So we have 5 red lights. And we are racing. So good getaway from the racing point there. And the Renault as well, straight into the lead.
Repender the 10th.
We've got a car into the wall. I don't think there's any damage somehow. I think they got away with that.
And Simdogger is into the lead here. Everybody's keeping it clean through turn 2 and 3. Just saw a couple go wide, but everything's fine. And very likely to be no damage there, that's for sure. McLaren has damage.
Oh, we see a Toro Rosso of Zudix. He's into the wall, and there goes a lot of his front wing.
Oh, and I just ran out for spin as well.
And that's Psycho, who's also lost some front wing.
Surplus has lost some wing as well. There's the McLaren from earlier, though, I think. Kuno still got his wing.
So Red Panda trying to make his way through the pack at the moment, currently up into 7th place.
Simdogger pulling out nearly a second in that already. Fighting with the combat right here, it's going to give Simdogger a bit of a gap here. Is Red Panda up in the 6th place? Jeez.
Already trying a move on his rival, Big Al. But Big Al not wanting to give that place up, and Ali's just in front of them, so feels a bit out of position, these guys, but they are trying to make their way through. They're still side by side, these two. And
Big Al runs wide.
Finally comes out on top.
Yeah, Big Al just running wide there into the left-hander. Just a lot of time.
Now Hobbsy putting Big Al under immense pressure.
Didn't get a good exit there though. And Saxon's like, oh, no, never mind, that was a timing glitch. He's right up on Hobbsy, I should say. Wants to capitalise on using these mediums.
I think Combat had a bit of a look at Matt going into turn 1.
So whatever was happening there between Matt and Combat has sort of resolved itself, and Matt's been able to catch up to Simdogger a little bit. Keep that gap under control so he doesn't run away.
These racing points certainly have a lot of speed around here.
Well, they're definitely holding their own, but it's only lap 2 at 27 right now. These soft runners can pit pretty much any time, but around lap 6 or 7 you might see people diving in. So Simdogger the leader, Matt in 2nd, Combat right 3rd, Skins in 4th. Big Alley some way behind, but still within DRS range. DRS comes on lap 3. And Red Panda in 6th place. He's got a bit of a gap back to Big Al in 7th place, and there's a bit of movement down back. I don't know if that's due to a glitch or whatever.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep an eye on my timings, and they're kind of all over the shop. But there's we see McLaren getting very wide there on the exit. That's Kunai. And the fastest laps start to roll in now.
I think about 6 cars just set the fastest lap there.
Yeah.
As the timings do correct themselves, it tends to happen around lap 3 that happens. It happens.
Skins and Combat swap positions. But this has put Combat under a lot of pressure from Ali now.
And Ali's looking on the
Ali's
inside
having a look up the inside. They're side by side through the corner. They keep it clean.
Side by side. Oh, Red Panda, hello!
Red Panda being very opportunistic.
A little touch there, but he keeps it. That's a very good save there from Red Panda. He does go by. The 2 cars just touched mid-corner, and Red Panda ended up going sideways a little bit, but did save it. That's very well done. He's got to hold it together, though. He's got to stick onto Ali, that's the main thing. And the DRS train will start to roll in here. So everybody from first... Oh, his Skins got it? Skins hasn't got a DRS open. I think he has a DRS failure. That is killer around here. Oh no.
Well, at least it's not stuck open.
Oh no, that'd be even worse, but... Oh. That's effectively dropped him out of the fight for second place now, and he's going to be vulnerable to Ali as well. And his combat wreck gets the first penalty here, 3 seconds. Very easy to get penalties around here. That's going to be a key point in this race, I feel. As it tends to be usually. So just watch Skins here. Oh no, he has got it open. Okay, so he just might not have opened it at last straight.
Oh, as Matt having a look on the inside of turn 1, he pushes the Renault wide, but they get through okay.
And they've got a decent enough gap back to Skins that Simdogger can sort of just give himself back up and try to stay on the back of Matt here. He's not vulnerable to any attack. And Red Panda is hounding Ali right now. This is typical Red Panda though, just... He had a very good exit and just touched Ali there.
Oh, Red Panda. He's desperate. But also what makes this difficult is Ali's going to have DRS as well.
But he just lost a little bit coming out of that turn, and Red Panda will get a better exit than him. I say that, but at least keep the speed up for that
around the
straight.
outside, which turns into the inside line. They're side by side now. I think
Is this a
Red
repeat
Panda
from the
is
big
going to
L?
have the upper hand coming into this section, and he does. Takes that position.
Yeah, good stuff. But he's dropped out of DRS range for Skins, and we have a yellow flag. Sector 3, that's a Ferrari, and that is Saxa spun around.
Well,
Just avoiding for the
he's
DRS.
kept on moving, so that's the main thing.
And Red Panda has dropped out of the DRS range of Skins. So the top 3 in their own little battle right now, and the Mavs go down from 4th to 7th. It's another wee pack there, and we have to go down to 8th, 5 seconds away, that's Hobbsy. And then a nice wee train from 9th to 12th. So a few different battles showing up here as Saxa pits for the hard tyre, getting his wing replaced. Psycho and Zedix also having done the same a few laps earlier, it looks like. Is Psycho more aware that mediums will go to the end rather than hard tyres, so...
So just jumped up with Simdogger now, as he is very close to the back of Matt.
Just staying with him. The DRS train is very real around here. It can be tough to get right up onto the car in front sometimes. I reckon we won't see anything too crazy until we get to pit stops, which aren't too far away.
Yeah, I was just about to say the pit stop window kind of is open now, almost, or maybe lap 6 onwards.
The softs fall off pretty dramatically after a good 5, 6 or 7 laps perhaps, and the mediums will go to the end of the race from here pretty much, so interesting to see who will try and undercut the other.
But then again, you might not want to pit straight away because there's a high chance of a safety car, and believe me, if you pit early and others stay out and a safety car comes, it can really drop you back the grid, down the grid.
Yes, banned, I think, referring to a very certain scenario that happened in Tier 1 this week.
Oh,
so.
did that happen? Oh, I wasn't aware.
Yes, I was caught out by it as well.
Yeah. So, you know, it's racing, you know, so it's always a risk of what kind of strategy you're going to go for.
And Surplus getting his front wing replaced. I think he got damage from lap 1, so it's just making sure that the mediums would be too rough towards the end of the race, holding off his pit a little bit. And we still have this massive train from 1st down to 5th now. Combo Red not too far away, and Big L all over him. Oh, No one's really close enough to each other to make any moves. Repanda's pretty close to Skins, but I don't see him making a move here. He's having a look though. Nah, not doing it. But he's all over Skins though. He'll be trying to make something happen here. I tell you what he is, getting up on the outside of him. The last returns here, and he gets it done. Beautiful.
Oh, Skins peels off into the pits.
There's a bit of miscommunication there. He wanted to go right, and both of Combat Red pulling out there, seeing what happened. It's good thinking there from Combat Red to not double stack there, but Skins pulling the plug a little bit earlier than I think even his teammate was expecting there.
Well, he's trying to get that undercut.
I don't know if he lost any time there to Ali sort of diving in and Skins having to slow down to make sure that he gets through his CK8, he gets a 3-second time penalty. But we'll have to see what happens here as all the others pit.
I mean, I'm sure he would have lost a little bit of time, but I'm not too sure it'll be that much. However, it is going to start to force the hand of these other guys. And, you know, how long are they going to stay out for now?
Yeah, these softs are going to start going slower and slower here, and the medium tire is going to be quicker pretty soon. And also, if they all pit at once, they can hold up each other here as well. Something else to consider.
Well, I guess it's pretty safe to say that Combat's probably going to be stopping this lap.
Simdogger needs to pit if Matt stays out. That's Revo's call here. Let's see what happens.
Well, we're watching the lead 2 at the moment now, so we'll see.
Any fake outs? Anybody?
The Renault makes the call. He's coming into the pits.
And there we go. Revo calls it exactly.
And Ali both staying out.
Combat Red pitting, but everybody else. Yeah.
And, yep, Combat in the pits.
The Renault staying out, avoiding any chance of a double stack here as he gets a little bit sideways for the last couple of turns.
Jump on board with Skins now as he's in the final sector, so we'll see where he comes out in relation to these other guys.
It's going to be pretty close. It's going to be very close.
So he's just started the next lap. Well, he's definitely
that Renault's
covered,
him.
But no, I don't think. I think that Renault's coming out too far ahead. Yeah. But he has closed that gap down, I believe.
Yes, just a little bit. And yes, penalties do occur for cutting the track a bit too much, or just exceeding track limits in general. Sometimes through collisions, but you don't see it too often. Somebody in the chat asking there. So lap 8 of 27, still a few runners out there to pit. Simdogger, the first of the runners to have pit, in 9th place currently. The old one out here is Keeper in 7th place, who can just stay out for now. I just cut to him and he just bumps CK80. But so Keeper will stay out and
he's
stretch
very
those
close.
movements.
He's having a look at CK now. He gets the move done. Keeper is missing an end plate as well.
Yeah, I guess that would be a bit weird otherwise. But anyway, Matt does come into the pit, so does Big L. Red Panda and Ali stay out, and this could hurt them. The undercut is going to be pretty strong here, I feel. Hobbsy comes in as well. CK80, yep, they too. Same for Kunai. CK80 with another 3-second time penalty. Yeah, pretty much right, Revo, yep. Indeed, pretty much just tapping somebody until safety car conditions will give you a bit of a penalty. I think it's like 5 seconds or something. Anyway, lap 9, so Simdogger ahead of Matt here by 2 seconds, so that's how big the undercut is around here. That was 1 lap.
Yeah, I'm sure he turned everything up to try and gain that advantage as Hobbsy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
And also Big Al has played himself into this battle as well, as he has just skipped past Combat Red. He was battling with him before the pit stops. He's now 2 seconds ahead of him. The main focus here will be where do Red Panda and Ali come out compared to the other medium runners. And do they even pit this lap? Red Panda says yes, Ali says no. And I've seen this a couple of times from Ali where he just stays out.
He might be banking on that safety car. You never know.
He's got enough gap. Oh, that'd be madness, especially with Keeper as well. Oh, no, but he's on mediums, it's different. Well, it's very hard to call something like that right now, but...
We'll just jump up with Sim Dogger, as he's going to now try... He's got to get past Keeper now.
He can't be held up for too much longer. Keeper dives to the inside, and Sim Dogger gets done easily. And Matt's just popped... Oh, Red Panda's just popped out. Right by Matt.
So the key for Sim Dogger there was to put Keeper in between these two, and hopefully they catch Keeper in a non-DRS area to try and build a bit of that gap, because Keeper is on the older medium tyre and has wing damage, so...
He's going to be staying up for quite a while because he needs to make sure he can pit at a point where the softs will go to the end as Matt, as Red Panda makes a move on Matt for 4th place, effectively 3rd. And where does Ali come out? He was battling somewhere in the top. I can't remember his spot. Must have been around 4th. He was up in that top battle. And I feel like he stayed out a bit long in these softs. Yes, it's Sim Dogger's second appearance here. I know he's been playing the game a fair bit, but he's doing very well here.
I wonder where... Oh, I've got a feeling Ali's going to come out right in the middle, behind this train.
I feel like he's going to be behind the train here. This isn't looking good. Just hitting the pit limiter line now.
Red Panda already making the move on Keeper.
Oh, he's going to come out right by this train. Look at this.
Skins trying everything he can to try and get past. Oh, the cold tyres are going to cost Ali here.
And Big Al. Big Al on both of them.
Side by side.
Where did he come from?
Very deep. Runs wide on the exit.
Oh, we had to go that deep. It's not over yet. It's the 3-second time penalty. Let's see. No, Big Al.
Big Al. Ali comes very close to the back of Big Al there.
Yes, lap 11. Red Panda with 3 seconds now as well. He's running in second. That could prove
dear! Oh, the Red Bulls have come together.
And there was
someone else there as well. Someone else got caught up.
And Ali with a drive-through penalty for that collision as well.
Virtual safety car.
Must be due to the damage.
I don't know what happened there. I saw a Red Bull get out of shape. It all happened very, very quickly.
And Ali, who's got the wing damage? That's Matt as well. So they're both being stung here. Both of them have wing damage.
They're both gonna have to double stack. So
who has wings?
Yeah, Red Bull definitely need wings.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh dear. And just like that, things have unraveled here for Red Bull at Russia. Thankfully, they're under virtual safety car, so they don't lose as much time with their wing damage. But still,
well, that's an extra stop that they weren't planning on making.
And Ali will have to come through again as well. I wonder if he does his drive through first. He probably has to. Wow.
Big moment there.
And Keeper pits as well under all that. So, onto the hard tyres.
Okay.
He just wants it done. He just wants it done, fair enough. So
that
removes him from...
damage, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So that removes him from this equation of the front field here, so it auto corrects itself. Sim Dog is still in first, Red Panda in second, Skins up to third, Big up to fourth, Combat Rat in fifth, and Hobbsy into sixth, CK80 in seventh, Farmadingo in 8th, still the pit on the soft tyres. I don't know how he's still going on those, but he's making them last at least, and Keeper coming out in 9th.
Sorry, Chris, no, I haven't set up replays yet, but I will hopefully get that sorted by next round.
Yes, there was a very confusing incident there.
Yeah, well, we will be uploading the replay of this to our YouTube channel as well. So, and this will be viewable on Twitch, obviously.
Yes, after the stream's ended. As Keeper gets a 3-second time penalty now. Honestly, I think there's less penalties here than in Tier 1. I'm going to be real here. But we're really halfway through the race. Lap 13 to 27. Simdog is still our race leader, and Red Panda keeping that 1.5 second gap. Not really gaining any time on him.
Big Al now having a look at Skins. Skins trying to push Big Al to the inside line. They touch a little bit. Oh, Skins was trying to squeeze into that inside line. Oh, Big Al goes deep, and they collect on the way out, but they keep it relatively clean. No damage.
It's good to see that there's no damage. At least Big Al was very deep, and Skins just sort of ran through the corner knowing he'd get him back, but wasn't expecting the rejoin there from Big Al, I guess. Big Al can have another go though. He's within a second, so expect him to come back at Skins firing. Farmadingo pulls off for his pit stop. So, lap 13 here, I just want to highlight some of the position changes in the field. So, Red Panda from 11th to 2nd, good race from him so far. Keeper from 13th to 8th, so starting on the medium tyres worked out for him, although he has to run on the hard tyre for the rest of the race.
Simdogger with a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings.
Red Panda also had a 3-second time penalty that gets added on at the end, by the way. So they're currently racing. That gap is what you should be dealing with right now. Penalties don't factor in right now. This might play Skins in if he can catch up. We'll have
Just
to
like to thank G. Kurt, sorry there, Jacob. Best Twitch F1 channel. Thank you very much.
Oh,
means a lot.
Thank you.
I will get replays working. Alright, I will. But Kunai, yes, he is much better than me. And speak of the devil, he's making a move on Keeper.
Oh, Keeper's on the inside line though. Gets a bit of exit as well. Oh, gets a lot of here as I say it.
Way out there.
Don't run into him. That's what he doesn't do. Could have read that better, but Kunai's still wording. Still keeping behind. I'm going to take a second here.
It's alright. You take a seat, mate. You grab a glass of water. So Kunai now coming out of the last corner. DRS is going to pop open, and he will have another attempt at Keeper here. But Keeper has been able to pull away a little bit of a gap. He might not have what it takes as Matt making the move on Kunai. Comes up the inside. Kunai picking his battles. He doesn't really want to get tangled up with Matt.
Matt's on a charge. He's really trying to recover this race, get some points back. And Matt in 9th, but Ali down in 15th. It is heartbreaking to see. And I did mention, 11 weeks in a row, he's always finished 4th or better. I feel like I might have cursed him there, I'm not sure. I was worried about bringing that up, to be honest. But
we must have the worst, comment to incident ratio around. I mean, our commentator's cursed is like none other.
It shouldn't happen, but it does. It's Surplus gets a 3-second time penalty, and earlier we did see Skins get one as well. So what I was saying earlier about Skins maybe catching up to the top two and maybe getting them on penalties at the end here won't happen, but Red Panda is now in DRS range of Simdogger.
Yeah, I'm going to flick to that, but Matt having a look at Keeper now. He got the inside line, goes a little bit deep. Keeper gets back past again.
Does Kunai capitalise? No, he doesn't. Just sticks behind him.
Matt kind of just shut that door.
So Red Panda really catching up to Simdogger on the DRS straight, and just seems to have the pace on him throughout the whole lap, it seems.
Kunai got a very good exit there.
Oh.
Keeper again with the good exit out of that final corner, but I don't think it's going to be enough this time as Matt goes up the inside, late on the brakes. keeper just as late and holds that position amazingly.
It's good we battle here for 8th place right now. Ooh.
Oh, very risky.
Scary times here. Ooh.
Comes very close to the back of that Red Bull. Oh, gets very tight. Whoa.
I feel like that's just most of the stream right now. Just,
I mean, I just cannot spit out these words fast enough as it's happening.
Matt has been getting very close to the walls, though. Oh, very scary watching this. Is Red Panda coming onto the DRS straight here, the main straight?
I'm going to have to go to this battle for the lead. So Red Panda very close, within striking distance.
Both an overtake here. He's got the run, though.
Simdogger holds his line, doesn't really go defensive. He may plan to just tuck him behind and plan for an attack towards the end of the race. Who knows?
I think he may have been... Oh, Big Al getting a 3-second time penalty up into 3rd place now, by the way. Must have missed him overtaking the skins, but I believe Simdogger...
That's the top 3, all with 3-second time penalties.
Yes, so that leaves Combat Rat. I don't think has one, but it's too far back to really capitalise.
Sort of drop back to this battle now, as Matt's gotten past Keeper. Finally.
Hey, no bias here. And there's a really big train here now, from 8th down to 11th.
But Keeper, look how close Keeper is to that Red Bull. Like, Keeper's exit out of that final corner is really hurting these other guys, as Keeper just says thank you very much.
That's textbook there from Keeper, it has to be said. That was a good move. But Matt,
a little bit wide.
Ooh. But he's going to have the outside line, doesn't he?
Oh, they touch. Keeper gets sideways, but keeps it under control. He's going to be under threat now from this McLaren. McLaren looking at the inside line. Keeper later on the brakes. Good recovery there.
Kuno just biding his time, and rightly so, but he doesn't have much DRS to play with here. He needs to consider that. The other two drivers having around 40%, and Kuno pretty much running on fumes. DRS, electrical, not really fumes, but you know what I mean. And Simdog are just too far back on the DRS rate to make anything on Red Panda, so just sitting behind him for now. So lap 17 to 27, everybody's done their pit stops, everybody can go to the end, bar, I think, Psycho down in last place right now in 16th.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get 19 laps out of those softs. Somehow.
Oh, you never know.
I mean, hey, my predictions, while commentating, haven't been great in terms of tyre strategy. So who knows? He probably will.
Anyway, the rest of the field settling down. So Red Panda's our race leader.
So
within that 1 second gap is Simdogger. Oh, how's this battle going down here?
Keeper didn't get quite as good of an exit, and Matt was able to build up a little bit of a gap, so he wasn't able to take that place back. So I would say Matt's probably going to pull away from here, and that will leave Keeper in the clutches of Kunai and Surplus as well, the other McLaren.
Matt's got 8 seconds to the next car, which is CK80. He's on the hard tyre, but he's got 10 laps. So don't know if we'll be able to make that, but either way, he's got to keep it clean. As Simdogger sets the fastest lap of 1:36.1.
Oh, his keeper goes very wide. Whew.
And Red Panda for another 3-second time penalty.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that certainly changes things now.
Oh, actually looking at it, does Big Al have a penalty? I think he does. So.
He does. So I believe Red Panda's got 2 3-second time penalties. Simdogger has one, and Big Al has one.
Yep.
I think. So Kunai making the move on Keeper there.
Matt another 3 seconds.
With another time penalty.
So we need that gap on Kunai now. And Combat pitting for softs as Keeper gets a 3-second as well. They're starting to roll in here.
So Combat pitting
fastest lap.
Yeah, but you're giving up more points than you're going to get. Sure.
I think this is more of a play for the Oh, what's the word? Not for the constructors, surely. Oh, hmm. Who had that point? It was Simdog with the fastest lap before.
Simdogger had it at the moment. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, hey, he might be able to chase down 11 seconds in 9 laps with 9-lap-old mediums on Hobbsy. So
Yeah, those softs won't be too bad. Yeah, that could happen. It's Red Panda now for 136.1 as these cars, their fuel loads are burning off, so cars getting a little bit quicker
Keeper
around
has
here.
a bit of a moment. This opens the door for surplus. Keeper not giving up. Oh, as they come together. Keeper, I think, has got the DRS. He has.
And he gets that move done pretty easily here. So up into 10th is Keeper, and I believe they both have 3-second time penalties. So. Yeah, and I was just taking a peek there at the constructors just to see if that would change anything. You can see any extra point, if he can catch back up to Hobbsy and get the fastest lap, then that'll work out for Racing Point and the constructors. There are currently 151 points behind Red Bull. They're in second place right now.
Keeper comes into the pit, so a few people coming in to try and steal this final hot lap. I mean, we've had Combat, Ali, and Keeper.
Oh, true, Ali's coming as well, yes.
And Combat has already taken that 11-second deficit down to 8.5 seconds. And Hobbsy's got a 3-second time penalty, so it might work out for him here.
Yes, these mediums don't fall off too dramatically, but the softs are just that much quicker around here.
Also up the front, Simdogger has dropped out of DRS range from Red Panda. As Red Panda sits a new fastest lap of 135 point something.
7. Flaws. So everybody's kind of dropped out of DRS range of each other right now. Lap 20 or 27. And that's 4 people now for the fastest lap. I've never seen so much squabbling over 1 point. It's kind of funny, but justified outside the points. Fair enough.
Yep.
And Psycho did have to pit anyway, so. Compare it. 34.6, there we go, and he's 6.5 seconds now off Hobbsy. That's insane how quickly he's pulled back that gap. But those softs will wear down. And he's used up most of his DRS as well. Don't think he's going to be catching up quick enough. Also, I'm just taking a look at his tire teams from his wheel, and his front right and rear right tires are really overheating for that left-hand turn. That's probably just as you'd expect. So Red Panda seems comfortably in the lead here. Just these front runners not really needing to make any mistakes here, just keeping it clean, not getting any more penalties, and they should stay in their spots.
Well, Simdog is starting to fall back now, and he's only got that 3-second margin if he's going to try and go for this win. So he's going to have to try and either stop the gap extending or try and close back up and sit in his DRS.
They both don't really have a lot of DRS. Red Panda really hammering it to overtake for the straight, and then sort of saving up the rest of the lap here, whereas Simdog is sort of just saving up during the straight as well as the rest of the lap, it looks like. So could be part of the reason why.
So much ERS management in this game. Hopefully is a bit less in 2020, which will be coming out soon.
Ooh. Sad for Rally, yes, down in 15th, but did momentarily. I don't think he actually snagged the fastest lap, but
yeah, it's not like a commentator mentioned his run of top 4 finishes or something. Or
yeah. It was 11 weeks. He didn't finish outside the top 4. Yeah. I formally apologise. Let's move on.
Nothing else to see here.
Oh dear. So, and now that 3-second gap, pretty much happening there. Sector 2 yellow flag. It's happening. I don't see anybody stopped. But
May
that's
have
just the
just been a
game.
bit of a glitch.
The Masters of Code, and yes, that 3-second gap has opened up there between Red Panda and Sim Dogger, so even if Red Panda were to get another penalty, are they even on penalties? I think they are.
Who, sorry?
Red Panda and Sim Dogger.
I believe Red Panda's got an extra 3.
Ooh, okay. I will go double check that to be sure. Just while we have a bit of downtime right here.
Yeah, the gaps have blown out a fair bit. Which does remind me, if you are watching and you are enjoying it, please hit the follow button. Head over to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe. Really helps us out. Really means a lot.
Indeed, and yes, Red Panda does have that extra penalty, as Big R gets another penalty as well. Don't think that makes him
So
vulnerable
that
to
puts him on to
Skins.
6.
Skins is on 3, so he should be fine. And Hobbsy up in the 5th. I mean, Combat Rat's really eaten into that gap. I didn't think he'd make more out of it because he used the ball as ZRS, but 2 seconds now is the gap. So perhaps a good move there after all is Ali gets a 3-second time penalty, but inconsequential considering
Just some
where he
salt
is.
in the wounds.
So a good pit stop there from Combat. Good move. Kind of hard to skip earlier on, but it's good stuff there from the Racing Point boys, and Skins in 4th.
Well, you can
Combat.
see that Renault now is even in DRS.
And also, as Kurenai gets a 3-second time penalty, he is in the points that could make him vulnerable to surplus. I'd have to check, but Hobbsy also can't be overshadowed here. Hobbsy second race as well.
Yeah,
Pretty
doing
good
a
chunk
great
of
job in that Renault.
As he
As he
goes
runs a little bit
wide.
wide. Well, you know, it could be a strategic move, you know. Now Hobbsy might be able to hold on and get some of that DRS. And
Hey, he'll be in DRS. That's exactly it. As Sim Dogger does pick up another penalty, so what we were talking about earlier.
well, he's already outside that, so now it's just
Even
even harder
Stevens.
for himself. So lap 23 of 27.
Hobbsy picks up DRS on Combat, but nowhere near as good a run. But he's got a lot of DRS saved up, so does Combat. Wow, he's been saving and catching. That's good stuff there. I didn't think the softs were that quick compared to the mediums. Far out.
I guess they definitely are in the later stages.
Yeah, the Racing Point's always been pulling out the tactics all season, really. You can really see where it pays off. And it has here at Russia. At least for Combat Rat. So at 23 at 27, Red Panda's still holding station out front, 5 seconds back to Sim Dogger, and another 3 back to Big Al. I'm pretty sure that they're even on penalties. I don't know if I have to check if Big Al's only got 1 or 2. I think he's got 2 actually.
I think he's got 2. I
If he
could be
does, then
wrong.
yeah, I think that's right. So the top 3 all even. And Skin's really too far back to really be in the battle here for the podium.
Matt
In
slowly catching up to the back of CK80.
Yes, that gap started around 8.5 seconds. He's managed to whittle it down to 1.5 over those 11 laps. So if he can get within DRS range, then he may be able to pull something off here for 7th place. But and both McLarens as well, also in the points. It's good to see. Kurenai
Yeah.
being away for a few weeks as well.
I bet he's loving his new wheel that he got.
Oh, indeed, yes.
That'll be the why he's getting points now, apparently.
Something like that, probably. Big Al's kind of catching up to Simdogger here. I think Simdogger's dropped off towards the end of this race.
Does maybe Simdogger's got? Let's have a look at his front wing. No, it's all intact.
Oh, he's just made another couple of attempts on Big Al there. Oh, never mind. That's what happens when you watch the intervals too closely. They just go back and forth. But...
Yep, up and down, up and down.
When Psycho makes a move on Farmadingo for 15th. There we go, riveting stuff here.
And Psycho gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh, it's been a bit of a horror to be down at the back of the grid after crashing out in your first lap on quali, but he's stuck through it at least.
You're definitely right. Big Al is now down to 1.4 seconds, and he's lost that same margin to Red Panda. So maybe he's having to fuel save. I don't know.
Interesting. And Matt also within DRS under CK80 as they come to the main straight now.
Drop down and have a look at that.
Ooh. Love a hero coming out of there, but he'll definitely be catching up to CK80 on those wearing medium tyres. They'll start to go off around now, I'd think, 16 laps in.
Yeah, I mean,
slightly.
They wear pretty well, so he should be okay. But I think Matt is going to be on the better tyre at the moment.
Yeah, sticking with him through the non-straight bits at least. So last couple of laps, everybody will probably be using up the ERS pretty soon. Everybody around 50%. There's a lot of weird sounds in there at once.
But yeah, you definitely don't want to be finishing with a full battery or a lot of deployment left unused. So
that gap, there was 1.4, now 1.2 from Simdogger to Big Al. Now that Simdoggers will be using a lot more ERS as Ali gets the 134.6.
On 7 lap old softs. He's
Good
must have
stuff there from
finally
Ali.
saved up enough ERS.
Hey, he's got braking rates at least. And now Big Al is within DRS range. I was going to say, Simdogger might be able to make a gap now he's using his DRS, but it looks like Big Al just has more pace. And Simdogger's really dropped off.
Nat has gotten past CK80 there.
Oh. Has he cleared him before the next DRS zone?
Yeah. Oh, he cleared him in the other zone.
Yeah. No, CK80's still with DRS, but won't be able to do anything here.
Big Al now. CK with DRS available to him.
And CK with 3 seconds. I don't know.
Seconds now, I think.
Kunai has at least one. Does he? Oh. I really need to keep track of these. That's a mental note for me next time is Big Al. We'll be looking to get a good exit off these last couple of corners. This is the last lap of the race here at Russia. Bit of a cut there. I think they might have been just okay. That's really pushing the limits there for a warning.
So if he doesn't get it here, you'll probably be looking at the next DRS zone.
Both of these drivers can keep it in hot lap or overtake for the rest of this lap, though, it looks like.
I don't know if Big Al can. He's only on 33% battery.
He only needs it for one lap. Maybe we have to save a little bit for these next few turns, so you can't get anything done. Bide your time, bide your time.
It's the final lap. Battle for second.
Yes, Red Panda well and truly in the lead right now. But the real story here is in second. Does Big Al get a good exit here?
Oh, he's very close. But he is very close. DRS pops open. He puts it in to overtake ERS. He's got 10% battery left.
He's got Simdogger's got a good 30% here. He can really defend. He can just leave it in hot lap for the rest of this, even overtake for the rest of the lap. And I think, don't know, Big Al, he can just leave it in hot lap. That's what he can do. He does. It's going to be very hard to make anything happen here for these last few turns, though.
Simdogger's just got to keep it under control as Red Panda crosses the line for the win. Simdogger comes around the final corner, takes second place, followed by Big Al as Big
Had
Al's
him on
AI
pins.
crashes into the wall.
Big Al was done on pins anyway, it looks like.
Skins now crossing the line in 4th place. Then we have Combat in 5th.
Nice strategy play there from Combat again, going after the soft tyre. Trying to net the fastest lap. Didn't quite happen in the end, but
Wasn't able to get that lap, but didn't cost him anything. So 5th for him. Zudix and Psycho 13 and 14. Hobbsy comes across the line in 6th place, so a good points haul for the Renault boys.
and a nice recovery from Matt in 7th.
Yeah, very, very lucky to get himself back up into the points there. Also, Ali's already finished, so unlucky for him for getting that drive-through penalty. CK80 coming across the line in the points in 8th place at the moment. Can Kunai get in there and take that away from him? No, he cannot. 9th for Kunai. Surplus coming across the line in 10th place, taking that final point. Saxa just missing out in 11th. And then finally Keeper, the master defender,
Send it.
comes across the line to conclude our race here at Russia. So I think we've only got 4 more races.
I'm counting 5.
5. So what would be next after
That would be Japan next week.
Japan. I like Japan, so that should be good. So Red Panda taking that win. Had to work for it. Had a bit of luck. But came out victorious.
And just had the pace on Simdogger. A good finish from him as well.
Yeah, and nice race there from Simdogger. And Big Al to take that final podium position. Lots of penalties throughout the field.
Or everyone.
Then Skins just missing out on that podium place, followed by Combat, Hobbsy, Matt, CK, Kunai, and Surplus rounding out the top 10. Out of the points, we have Saxa, Keeper, Zudix, Psycho, Farmer Dingo, and Ali. So everybody finishing that race there. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I know I certainly did. We will be back on Friday for our 2010 series race. I'll just see where we're racing.
Germany?
I think we're
Germany.
Germany? Yeah, so Germany next for that on Friday night. And then Tier 1 and Tier 2 on Sunday at Japan. So hope to see you there. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We will see you next week. I've been Bandcamp and Jacob Meister with me, and we'll see you then.
Take care.